Okay, Dapper. Thanks for hanging out and hosting. Have a good night. Have a good sleep. No, I think because this says have the wealth of everyone in the world combined. So if it's the wealth of everyone in the world combined, then I assume this one means, like inferring from that, this means literally everyone's IQ summed together. And so the reason I would do this is because this sounds like it would be torture. This would just be awesome. So, yeah, there you go. Cheat on someone, be cheated on. Bro, none of these are just like jokes, dude. Why is it so heavy, dude? Okay. Oh my god. Jeez, dude. What do you guys think about this? This is crazy. I think I would choose be cheated on because I haven't cheated on anyone, and I would rather like keep that streak. You know what I'm saying? This is just a test of character right now. Would you avoid the pain or take it to stay a good person? I'm just gonna say be cheated on. Okay, be a famous dancer, be a famous singer. Um, Singer. I would say singer. Cause to me this is like assuming like one of these you just get. So you could be a famous dancer and you could work on your singing, or be a famous singer and work on your dancing. And I'd rather be a famous singer and work on my dancing. Also, how famous is the most famous dancer? I feel like the most famous dancer isn't even close to as famous as like a famous singer. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I guess like in the TikTok era, you could be huge as a dancer. I just don't follow TikTok that much. So yeah, people pick singer hands down. IDK is single famous dancer. That's what I'm saying here. I'm like, who the hell is even a famous dancer? And I'm sure there are some on TikTok right now, but I just don't watch that much TikTok. I spend like zero time on TikTok. So it would be cool. I want to have a fan base so big it can beef with Swifties. Yeah, that'd be cool. So, funniest person alive or most attractive person alive? Okay, I'm gonna hands down most attractive person alive. Yeah. And once again, and see, I'm not surprised that that one did well, but it's just how humanity is, dude. If you're like the most attractive person on the planet, I don't know, that to me that's just like what I'm saying is, okay, funny, I think being that attractive would make a lot of people hate you. Nobody really hates on funny people. Interesting. Yeah, no. No, yeah, they're both charisma stat, like to the max, right? But the reason I'd say attractive is because you can literally just take pictures and have people like throw money at you if you're that attractive. If you're funny, it's like you would still have to work. Do you know what I'm saying? Like work, work in quotes. Like I'm saying it'd be more work. Attractive on God, that way everyone will laugh at my jokes. Coda, you're just actually super like that was actually kind of deep for saying that. Because I think there's like a huge reality to that. Motherfuckers just laughing at like what attractive people say, even when they say dumb shit. That's super real. Okay. Have a bad body odor, have bad breath. But aren't both of these like fixable? But you just have to perpetually have one or the other. So even if you put in like a mint, your breath is still terrible? This is, it's just kind of weird. Whatever, I don't know. People pick to have bad breath. Because this one, like, you can smell them from far away. Body odor, so some freak will like it, but no one is gonna kiss you with bad breath. Yeah, honestly, the body odor thing, Coda. Some guy, some guy would say that like it's a good thing because you're like pheromone maxing, right? Because then you're not like erasing your pheromones. So even though you smell, people are like low key smelling your pheromones too. Whereas bad breath is just bad breath. Them pheromone maxers always smell like straight ass, and I would know. I play. Oh my god, Snipe. That's brutal. Have you actually met someone who claimed that they were pheromone maxing? Really? No way. Yu-Gi-Oh is worse? Coda, do you go to Yu-Gi-Oh like locals or regionals? Also, Snipe, do you go to like regionals? Are you like super into it? Or are you talking about like locals? Not in my life. I'll die from the smell alone. I was at one point at locals. There's a guy, and definitely at regional. Oh no. The smelly person is at locals. See, that's worse. Regionals, you'd expect it, right? But like locals, it's like you have to see them way more often, right? Live happily in a kingdom in the sky, live happily in a kingdom in the ocean. In the sky, no contest. In the sky, no freaking contest. The ocean is scary. And an underwater, like an ocean civilization, I do not want to like walk out my door, like swim out my door and like there's a giant creepy sea creature looking at me, dude. In the sky, you would just feel like you're in heaven. It'd be sick. Yeah, this was hands down, dude. Thalassophobia makes this like not even an option. Yu-Gi-Oh at one point had to add a hygiene rule, so they probably stinkier. I think I actually saw the video. I might have seen the thumbnail of the video that was talking about that. Um, yeah, because I think someone made a video covering exactly what you're talking about, which is crazy. Like, dude, it's not that hard. Like, why would you not shower if you're going to, like this giant, convention room with a bunch of people? It's just, there's a point where it's just kind of like, I don't know, it's just like rude, you know? Never have to do laundry, never have to do dishes. I feel like dishes is more often. Laundry pisses me off more, but if I never had to do dishes, I'd be saving so much more time because laundry's super infrequent. So yeah, even though I hate it more, it's min-maxing on my time. Although early MTG had a rule where you could force your opponent to de-sleeve their expensive deck and then conveniently have Cheeto dust encrusted fingers. What? Wait, why? Why? Yo, what up? What up, Becca? Yeah, it's me, your whitest piece of paper. Are you blinded by the paleness of these watermelon squashers? Have nothing in your life, have nobody in your life. Holy shit. Okay, I'd rather have nothing. This is just like extreme minimalism. And then that's just like you're gonna eventually just die of loneliness. That's why people use fakes now, right? Is it legal to use what are they called? Proxies? Can you use proxies? Or no? I'd imagine no. Cause isn't that the thing, Snipe? Like don't people like the thing with MTG is like people kind of complain about like it being inaccessible because like the to have like the best meta decks like it's just like expensive. Proxies are a good thing, but tourneys don't allow them. Yeah, I'm thinking they don't. MTG is way too expensive. I think it's allowed. Really? Also, Eka, how are you doing? What have you been playing lately? Did you pick up Doom or something? I'm curious what you're playing lately. I don't know if you caught us playing Left 4 Dead like shit, but we were playing it. It's the thought that counts. I haven't played that game in like years, literal years. Haven't played Doom yet. Are you still playing are you still playing the shit out of Monster Hunter? Had to go. Oh yeah, you didn't miss much. But it was fun though. Actually I don't run proxies. My deck is all natural. Always overspice your food. Always have your food taste bland. It's just either or again. Eeny meeny miny mo. Who cares? Yeah, most people said overspice. Wear a sweatshirt in 90-degree weather. Wear a t-shirt in 10-degree weather. Uh, this you would die faster. So I'm gonna pick this one. Wow, a lot of people pick this. That's crazy. Be the only child in your family. Have a lot of siblings. Have a lot of siblings, hands down. Hands down. Never be able to feel anything emotionally again. Never be able to feel anything physically again. What the fuck? Dude, these aren't even interesting. These are just like, I'm just picking random. I don't even care. On stupid ones, I'm just gonna randomly pick something. Only be able to play your favorite game. Be able to play any game except for your favorite game. I feel like this would just eventually this would just be better because more games would come out that could be like your second favorite game. Become a sentient toilet, become a sentient punching bag. Oh god. What the fuck? Okay. Oh my god. I hate this. Guys, I'd rather do will you press it, to be honest. I feel like that has better questions. I'm a toilet all the way freak. Coda, that's what I'm saying. The toilet option is it's like they're trying to pull out the perverts. But like true, you could pick punching bag in a freaky way. If you're so it's like either you're a masochist or yeah. But I feel like more people would pick this. They didn't. Wow. Okay. Have the memory of a goldfish, have the neck of a giraffe. What the heck? I'm done. I'm done with these. I can't do these. These are too goofy. Goldfish of good memory? Alright, thank you, lazy. Thank you. So it's a myth. It's a myth that they have 3-second memory. Spend 2 years in prison. Spend your weekends in prison for the next 5 years. Can someone do the math? Are these the same? Like, if the math, you know what I'm saying? Do they match up? Is the question. Spend your weekends in prison for the next 5 years. Spend 2 years in prison. I feel like you'd want to get it all done with. Yeah. You're gonna have stories either way. And I'd rather just get it all done with. Be a sport champion, be a memory champion. I think I would pick sport champion because there's things I don't want to remember. And I feel like you could make a lot of money and retire young. So yeah. And the thrill of this, like while you were on top of the game, you know what I'm saying? Guys, I'm not like big on sports. I'm not like a sports person. Said the femboy, surprise, surprise, right? But like I think it's one of those things. I'm about like the thrill of it. You know what I'm saying? Like being a superstar in a sport, like the thrill of that, like popping off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure a lot of people would probably rather be like esport champions and like pop off in that, right? But I'm saying it's like that type of thrill of just like popping off and having people go crazy while you're just like going insane, you know what I mean? And then you'd have like a bunch of great memories of that. Where if you have super memory, you're just, oh, I can remember my very mundane life extremely well. You know? Anyways, any item of clothing you want, any food item you want. Oh, dude, hands down. Holy shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, you know what? That was actually, I reacted too quickly. Because the thing is, if you could just spawn, like, clothing items. Yeah. That's what I thought, Eric. I'm like, holy shit, that was dumb. Because I could just get, I don't know if that includes, like, accessories, like jewelry. But, like, especially if it's jewelry, holy shit. To be able to just, like, spawn that and then sell it off. It's, an ATM machine, 100%. But now with food, you know, how would you do that with food? Like, could I just spawn a bunch of, like, morels? Like, super expensive morels and then sell those to restaurants or something? I'd never be able to draw, never be able to write. I have to be able to write. I would say never be able to draw, and then I could just use programming to generate images. Be able to heal others completely but shorten your own lifespan. Extend your lifespan by 1 year for every person you are. Um, so you heal people, but you're shortening your lifespan? Or you can hurt people and extend your lifespan? The question is, what counts as harm? Like, if I just, like if you just punch your homie in the arm, does that count? Or do they mean, like, serious harm, like actual suffering? I might have to mute my mic. Anyways, we'll just pick this. On this would be great on the off chance, like, if someone you care about, like, what if you saw them get hit by a bus or something, and then you could literally, like, save their life by just reducing your lifespan a little bit. I think that would be worth it. I don't know, I feel like there'd be a better example, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, you could be in an emergency situation where you're literally next to someone you care about and they're, like, bleeding out or something, like, you'd be able to stop it. So you'd be treated like the Messiah. That's the other thing, is like, some really wealthy person could have some really bad disease or cancer or some bullshit, or a heart condition, or like anything that's like terminal, and like they're like really young, so they don't want to die, and they'd be willing to pay you a like stupid amount of money for you to make them well, you know? And so you'd only have to do it one time. You just heal one time and you'd make like a stupid amount of money. And then again, also in an emergency situation, you could save a loved one. So always be tired but not sick. Always be sick but not tired. If it's like the slightest sickness, I would rather be sick but like I'm never tired. I feel like that's such an energy, like, superpower. You know what I'm saying? To never be tired. I feel like your productivity would be so cracked. But if you're like super sick, then I'd rather be like a little tired. It's all based on like how sick are you or how tired are you. Are most people already the left option? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I would rather be like slightly sick, but I just like always have a ton of energy. Be stranded in North Korea for 50 years. Spend 50 years of jail in Russia. Stranded in North Korea. This again is like such a, it depends on like the variables involved. There's so many variables. So obviously, like, it's just like, what are you more likely to be able to escape? Hey, Bubby, thank you for following. Hope you're doing well. I don't know. I feel like there'd be more opportunities to escape. Because this, like, right, they have to guard a whole border. I don't know, I feel like jail would be harder to get out. Have your home infested with rats. Have your home infested with snakes. This one, it depends on what lazy would say. Snakes would be cool. The question is, what size are the snake? Like, what type of snake? Like, what if they're the most harmless snake in the world? I feel like either way, I'm just getting an exterminator to get rid of them. Most snakes can't do shit to you? Rats would honestly be worse. Okay, lazy. I'm just going with what you said. Although I feel like Eric disagrees. They would not want to deal with snakes. Be hunted by a cult with modern weapons. Be hunted by a pack of lions. Oh my god. Oh. Again, it's like the variables. This to me seems like it's setting up a scenario where, like, they have to find you. This to me, I feel like you're spawning into a scenario where, like, you're just in the middle of the savannah. Well, like, what if you're in a Jeep or something? See, there's so many questions with these. If I'm in a Jeep and I just have to get out of this immediate situation where I'm in a Jeep on a savannah and I have to get away from lions and then it's over and that's it, I feel like that's a better situation. This is like lifelong. Like, what's to ever stop this cult from hunting me down? You know what I'm saying? You don't know how big it is. You don't know, like, the resources of it. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming with this one that, like, I don't know. I'm just gonna say I'm in a Jeep and I just have to navigate, like, back to civilization. But if not, I would pick that one. Because at least I would have a chance to live for, like, I don't know. It's like you're fucked either way. Never experience romantic love at all. Discover your true love, but be unable to have them. Here's the thing. I feel like I don't really believe in there's only like one person for you type thing. I feel like there's several people on the world, like, for, you know, that you would that are like life partner material, right? But, like, never have any romantic love. That's just lame. I'm not surprised though. I understand, like, people having an attitude. Like, I would just rather just I'll just have good friends and that's that, you know. But I don't know. I feel like that includes just, like, never have any, like, romantic feelings or anything. I feel like you're just choosing to be like, numb to emotion, and I just don't like that. Never need sleep, never need to eat. Um, this is interesting because eating is fun, but eating costs tons of money over the course of your life. I'd love to never eat. Sleeping, now some people would say sleeping is fun. I don't find sleeping as fun. Um, oh, but here's the thing, it's never need to eat. It doesn't mean you can't eat. So then 1,000% never need to sleep. However, at the same time, I feel like this would be kind of torturous. This would take a while to get used to, but I think eventually you would get used to it. This one gets kind of philosophical because it's like, isn't supervillain and superheroic, like, I don't know, I want to play like devil's advocate. Doesn't it depend, like, what side of history you're on or, like, what perspective you're looking at? But I'm guessing, like, this you're doing something that just harms the general public, I'm guessing. So I'd be a hero. Have a permanent clown nose, have permanent elf ears. Oh, elf ears. People love elves. They'd be like, that's so cool. Yeah. That was the most hands down question, by the way, that we've gotten thus far. Like the easiest one to answer. Holy shit, it's 1:30 a.m. Guys, I'm really not that tired, but I feel like I don't want to screw up my sleep. And if I stay up, like my sleep is already super screwed up. So I feel like I should end it. I also feel bad because I feel like, I don't know, some of you guys are probably watching me and you guys should be sleeping. So we're gonna end the stream, but I'm gonna do like some soft whispering so that you guys are ready for sleep. I'm gonna get everyone ready for eepy time. Same situation, it's bad, also eased. That is really bad. Everyone needs to get in bed right now. It's time to get in bed. It's bedtime. I don't know how many of you guys are watching on your phone anyway. It's only 10 p.m. for me. I'm gonna play some Doom now then. You have to work in the morning. Holy shit, Flat, go to bed. Okay, guys. I'm ending because you guys all need to sleep. I'm not gonna be the reason you guys have terrible